So I was just recently retained by a client whose husband was denied after his Juarez interview. Okay, so he went outside for consular processing and he was denied, and now they've retained me to try to fix the situation. So I want to talk about it because there's some important lessons that to be learned from this. Okay, in fact, the fact pattern is very common. So I think there's a lot of people out there who probably are going out soon for their interviews that can benefit from this. So let me give you some background. The clients, excuse me, the clients did not do consular processing with me. They came from another office. They actually went to an office. It was a non-attorney that filed their consular processing for them. And it's actually otherwise a totally clean case. No criminal issues or anything like that. Just one successful entry into the U.S. No deportations, nothing like that. Okay, but when this guy came into the country, he attempted to enter twice. So he has been detained by immigration 2 times, attempting to enter, and on the third attempt, he did successfully enter. Okay, so that's important because that's ultimately leads to why he was denied. So he tried 2 times, was detained those 2 times, but no fake papers, nothing like that at those 2 times. No deportations, just they caught him and they turned him around. So that's what they call like a turnaround, okay? And after those 2 attempts, the third time he was successful. All right, so he comes in and he was here for years, and there was no entries and exits, so there's no double entry, no permanent bar issues. Finally, he gets an approved I-130 from his spouse, approved I-601A waiver, and does consular processing and goes outside of the country for his interview. Then, here's where things went awry, okay? So prior to leaving for this interview, the representative who prepared his consular processing application, they kind of coached him, and it sounds like they coached him on this issue about the 2 times having been stopped. And they basically kind of conditioned him to just have this robotic answer. They said, look, just make sure you tell them you only entered once. You only entered once. If they ask you anything about entry, you just say, I only entered once. Okay? So this client, obviously being nervous and scared, understandably, he just had it in his mind to robotically answer, I just came in once. So he goes to the interview, and based on what the client told me, the officer asked him, when did you come in? And he said, I only came in once, and said the time, right? Which is what he was coached, or said the date rather, which is what he was coached to do. Then the officer asked, had you tried to come in previously? Presumably referring to the 2 times that he was in fact detained, okay? But he was so kind of nervous and robotically trained to say, I only came in once, that when she asked that question, he just repeated the same answer. He just said, I only came in once on blah, 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 whatever the date was. I only came in once. And the officer kept asking, well, let me ask you again, though, but had you ever tried